All right, let's go. Let's go, man. Let's get into it. Let's talk about the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, there's a lot of Eagles fans on my channel. Why am I forgetting this little 13-year-old's name? Spongy, Where You Hiding, NFL Productions. Uh, I'm forgetting a few. There's a lot of Eagles fans on my. I'm forgetting a few, but shout out to the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Now that I'm not associated with the Giants anymore, I cut the cord with the Giants. Now I can speak freely about the Eagles. Shout out to the Eagles, man. Y'all been rock with my channel, and I rock with y'all. You know what I'm saying? It must be nice to have an organization that actually cares about, winning, cares about, good quarterback play, understands where the league is going. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you guys. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about something, man. Let's talk about Jalen Hurts and just oh my gosh, my screen, and why his career is on the line this upcoming season. Now I know what you might be thinking, RJ. How's his career on the line? He just signed a contract. He just went to a Super Bowl a season ago. Blase, blase. I get all that. I understand that, but this is Philadelphia we're talking about. Philly has a short, especially Philly fans. We all know this, Philadelphia fans. You guys have a very short patience with your star players. Jalen Hurts is no exception. Now, granted, I don't know what happened last year. I don't know, nor do I really care. It's last year. We're a few weeks away from the NFL season starting, so it's a brand new year. So it's time to put up or shut up, Jalen. We seen you went to the playoffs every single year you started. We seen you have two okay years and one amazing year. It's time to show up or shut up. You have a brand new offensive coordinator. What's his name? I'm forgetting the dude's name. Is it Ken Dorsey? No, it's not Ken Dorsey. Oh my gosh. Kellen Moore, that's his name. You have Kellen Moore now, which I don't know how I feel about that. Kellen Moore, I don't think he's a bad offensive coordinator, but you guys could have got better. Something that could fit Jalen Hurts. But you have A.J. Brown, a happy A.J. Brown, a paid A.J. Brown, who's going to want to ball out. You have Devontae Smith, who I believe you guys paid too. Correct me if I'm wrong if they didn't pay Devontae Smith, but I believe you paid him, so he's happy. You have a Saquon Barkley who's paid and happy. The defense, and listen, I give Philly a lot of credit. They got rid of some of their older players and replaced them with brand new young players. I don't know how Philly does it. I don't know how what's the name, Howie Roseman does it. And listen, people can sit here and say, well, the Eagles are lucky because Howie Roseman, the best players fall to him in the draft. That's not his fault. How is it Howie Roseman's fault that the other GMs are stupid to let them fall to the Eagles? If the Eagles have problems at safety and cornerback, they're going to draft safety and cornerbacks. If they have problems with their offensive line, especially with Jason Kelsey leaving, they're going to draft offensive line. That's not their fault. And Philly had a very good draft. Very good. I was actually honestly impressed. Very impressed. You know what I'm saying? So it's time to put up or shut up. And I don't know who your defensive coordinator is. I'm blanking on the name. I know who it is. It's probably what comes to me after I'm done making this video, but I'm blanking on the name. But you guys fired the old defensive coordinator and hired a new one. Let's see how that works out. But at the same time, why can I not remember the defensive coordinator? Because I remember I was like, he's better than the last. Whatever. It is what it is. Someone in the comment section can correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me about the defense coordinator. But this relies on Jalen Hurts. Are you a one-hit wonder? Because Philly don't play that. And people say, well, RJ, what do you think they're going to do to him if they go to the playoffs or one and done, or if he gets injured, whatever the case may be? I think they trade him. I'm going to keep it real. I think they trade him. They paid Carson Wentz and traded him quick, fast, in a hurry. And Nick Sirianni is going to get fired. He's going to get fired. You know what I'm saying? Like, Philly is a very impatient, especially on paper, Philly has a top 5 roster, at least top 10. Besides the Niners and Cowboys, maybe Cowboys, Niners, I guess you could throw the Ravens in there. Yeah, I guess, but I'd rather have A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith than who's the Ravens receivers? I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't know. I'm halfway asleep, so I can't really remember. But at the same time, like, Rashad Bateman and I'm for Zay Flowers. I'd rather have AJ Brown and Devontae Smith than Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman. But at the same time, I mean, listen, Hurts, is it Hurts season again? Is Hurts gonna learn from this? And listen, look, I'll chalk off last year as a Super Bowl hangover. We've seen all these teams go to the we've seen all these teams who go to the Super Bowl, have a Super Bowl hangover, and then bounce back the next year. So I'll mark it up as a Super Bowl hangover, but you only get 1 year to do that. You only get 1 year to do that, especially with the addition of Saquon Barkley. You upgrade at running back. Jalen Hurts has another receiver and another option. Can you imagine the read option and the RPOs they're going to be running with Saquon? And listen, look, I'm not the biggest fan of Saquon. Well, now that I'm not a Giants fan, I really don't care about Saquon. You know what I'm saying? Hope he does good. Hope he got his money. God bless him. You know what I'm saying? So you got Saquon Barkley. Hurts, there is no excuse. I expect a second round. I expect you to go to the second round. Hell, I might even say the conference championship because I'm not sold on the Cowboys. Matter of fact, I expect Philly to win the division because the last, I think, 15 years, there hasn't been a back-to-back winner in the NFC. And looking at the NFC, the Cowboys, they have their Dak and CD problems as I sit here and record this video. The Commanders are in full rebuild mode, new coach with Dan Quinn, new quarterback with Jaden Daniels, and the Giants are probably the worst organization in the NFL. So I expect you guys to win that division. But I expect, at minimum, a second-round appearance. So Hurts season, Eagle fans, get it done. Get it done. Overall, I'll definitely be following the Eagles throughout the season. Shout out to all the Eagles fans on my channel. I apologize if I forgot your name. I really just don't remember off the top of my head, but it is what it is. That's my thoughts. What are yours? What's your thoughts on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles this year? This year coming up. RJ out.